The deal is confirmed. The US and Iran have agreed to end their war and reopen the Strait of Hormuz. Markets responded instantly. Oil crashed to $80 per barrel, a 3-month low. Nasdaq 100 futures surged 1.9%. S&P 500 futures up 1.2%. European stocks shattered pre-war record highs. Gold climbed to a weekly high. Bitcoin gained strongly. The dollar fell against every major currency. Everything we analyzed yesterday is now playing out in real time, and FOMC starts tomorrow. The most important 48 hours of June begins right now. Welcome to Financial News Daily. Welcome to Financial News Daily, Monday, June 15th, 2026. 3 things today. 1. The full market reaction to the Iran deal confirmation. 2. What changed from yesterday's analysis? 3. Exactly what to watch as FOMC begins tomorrow. Let's go. Here's every major asset as of Monday morning, June 15th. Oil, the biggest mover. WTI crude down 4.77% to $80.83 per barrel. Brent down 4% to $83.77. This is a 2-month low for oil. The war premium is unwinding fast. Every dollar oil falls removes pressure from inflation expectations. Stocks, global rally. Nasdaq 100 futures up 1.9%. S&P 500 futures up 1.2%. Asian markets already reacting. South Korea Kospi up 5.1%. Japan Nikkei up 3.6%. Australia ASX 200 up 1.3%. European stocks shattered pre-war record highs. Markets have been waiting for this news for months. Gold, rising but cautious. Gold climbed to a weekly high Monday morning, up from Friday's close near $4,218, currently trading above $4,300. The deal removes the war premium, but the structural case remains intact. Gold is behaving exactly as we predicted yesterday, rising on the deal, but not explosively. The FOMC dot plot tomorrow is the second key variable. Dollar, weakening. Lost ground against all major currencies. A weaker dollar amplifies gold's gains. This is the most bullish combination possible for precious metals right now. Deal optimism plus dollar weakness plus rate hike fears fading. New details emerged overnight about the signing timeline. The formal signing ceremony is now set for June 19th in Switzerland. The confirmed terms include Strait of Hormuz reopens immediately with no tolls. U.S. lifts naval blockade of Iranian ports. U.S. releases $24 to $25 billion of Iran's frozen assets. Oil sanctions on Iran waived. Iran commits to no nuclear weapons. Dismantling of Tehran's nuclear program included. This is significantly more comprehensive than previous ceasefire announcements. The nuclear dismantlement clause is what separates this deal from all 4 previous failed attempts. Iran gives up more and receives more in return. That conditionality creates durability. One important caveat. Trump said over the weekend he was in no hurry to finalize the deal. Markets are choosing to believe his Saturday statement of an MOU agreed rather than his Sunday hesitation. Watch for any Trump statements today that could reverse market optimism. Here is the critical question every investor needs answered today. Does the Iran deal change what the Fed does this week? Before the deal, 97% probability of a rate hold, but 70% probability of at least one hike before year-end. The dot plot was expected to show hawkish signals. After the deal, the calculus shifts dramatically. Oil at $80 means June CPI will likely be significantly lower than May's 4.2%. Lower CPI means the Fed has less reason to hike. Rate hike probability for December falls from 70% toward 40 to 50%. Analysts at Vital Knowledge confirmed. It is still very likely that the easing bias will be removed from the FOMC statement. But the dot plot, which shows rate projections for 2026, 2027, and 2028, may now show fewer hikes than markets feared last week. That is the shift that matters most. Not the rate decision. Everyone knows rates hold tomorrow. The dot plot is everything. Watch for the median projection. If it shows no hikes in 2026, gold surges. If it shows one hike by December, gold pulls back modestly. That is the binary outcome from Wednesday's announcement. You have roughly 24 hours before the Fed decides. Here is the exact framework. If you hold gold, do not chase Monday's rally. Gold already moved significantly on deal news. The better entry was Friday's $4,080, which we identified as the floor. Wait for Wednesday's dot plot reaction before adding more exposure. If you hold defense and energy stocks, begin your rotation now, gradually. Defense sector, reduce exposure 10 to 15%. Energy producers, reduce exposure 10%. Do not exit entirely. The deal is not yet signed. June 19th Switzerland signing is still 4 days away. If you hold cash, 3 targets in order of priority. First, airline and consumer ETFs, direct oil price beneficiaries. These move fastest on deal confirmation. Second, short to medium treasury bonds, before yields fall further. Third, wait for gold's Wednesday reaction before deploying into precious metals. If you hold nothing yet, this is not the moment to panic buy. The biggest moves on deal news happen in the first 24 hours. You missed the oil crash. You missed the Nasdaq gap up. Wait for Wednesday's FOMC reaction. That creates the next clear entry point. Here is your complete calendar for the next 48 hours. Tonight, Monday, June 15th. Watch gold's close above or below $4,300. A close above $4,300 confirms buyers are holding the deal rally. Watch oil. Does it stabilize near $80 or continue falling towards $75? Oil below $75 accelerates the inflation relief narrative. Tuesday, June 16th, FOMC Day 1. U.S. retail sales data drops. Strong retail, consumers still spending despite inflation. Slightly hawkish signal for the Fed. Weak retail, consumer squeezed. Dovish signal, rate cuts return to discussion. This number sets the tone for Warsh's press conference Wednesday. Wednesday, June 17th, the moment. 2 p.m. Eastern, Fed rate decision. 2:30 p.m. Eastern, Warsh press conference. The dot plot reveals the committee's rate projections. The one word to listen for, core. If Warsh says core CPI at 2.9% is close to target, that is the most dovish signal possible. Gold surges, bonds rally, stocks extend gains. Monday, June 15th summary. The Iran deal is confirmed. Signing ceremony set for June 19th in Switzerland. Oil crashed to $80. Nasdaq up 1.9%. Gold climbing to weekly high. Dollar weakening. Everything moving exactly as yesterday's analysis predicted. The next 48 hours. Tonight, watch gold's close above $4,300. Tuesday, retail sales data. Wednesday, 2 p.m. Eastern, Warsh's first Fed decision. The dot plot decides the rest of June's direction. Everything here is for informational purposes only, not financial advice, not a recommendation to buy or sell. All data based on publicly available information as of June 15th, 2026. Please consult a qualified financial advisor before investing. If today's breakdown helped you understand what is happening in real time, give us a like and follow. Wednesday, we cover Warsh's decision live. Stay informed, stay ahead. Financial News Daily. Monday, June 15th summary. The Iran deal is confirmed. Signing ceremony set for June 19th in Switzerland. Oil crashed to $80. Nasdaq up 1.9%. Gold climbing to weekly high. Dollar weakening. Everything moving exactly as yesterday's analysis predicted. The next 48 hours. Tonight, watch gold's close above $4,300. Tuesday, retail sales data. Wednesday, 2 p.m. Eastern, Warsh's first Fed decision. The dot plot decides the rest of June's direction. Everything here is for informational purposes only, not financial advice, not a recommendation to buy or sell. All data based on publicly available information as of June 15th, 2026. Please consult a qualified financial advisor before investing. If today's breakdown helped you understand what is happening in real time, give us a like and follow. Wednesday, we cover Warsh's decision live. Stay informed, stay ahead. Financial News Daily.